Thank you so much for stopping in. This is the Astro Oracle report for the month of June of 2024. It's an overall look for all signs. For those of you that have birthdays in June, happy birthday. It's for all the Geminis in the room. I am not going to do a video. I mean, I'm only going to do the audio on these reports this month. It just makes if there's any cards that come up that I use that are appropriate, I'll put them on the screen. Otherwise, we can just listen to the message that comes through. I am a conscious trance channeler, so I do receive messages from universal energy, overall guide messaging through automatic writing. I write it, then I read it to you. When I do the Astro Oracle, I use oracle cards or tarot cards that give me impressions, they give me visuals, and then a message comes through, whatever universal energy wants to say. So last month, the month of May, had such good themes for every sign. It just seemed like a really positive, new kind of a fresh start, new start in a certain way. They all seem to be, I didn't go back and listen to them all, but they all seem to be really positive for all the signs. So this month I thought, let's take a little bit of a different, it's a little bit different information. So this month we're going to look at money and career, relationship, romance, energy. What will give us most happiness? Where will we find the most happiness for the month for each sign? Excuse me. And I really like what we need to know most. So it may be what will make us most happy, that segment, and it may be what we need to know most. And that will be for every sign. But this video is for the overall energy for all signs for the month of June of 2024. It's the Astro Oracle overall message. We're going to look at the underlying energy. Again, we're going to look at the overall message, and then we will look at the money, career, relationship, romance, and where most happiness will be, or what we need to know most, just overall. When I was preparing to go to start the video, this video, and when I said overall, I'm like, okay, let's do overall message. I'm saying it to myself, let's do overall message. I received this transmission. When I said we're going to look at the underlying energy, the overall message, this transmission I received is this. There will be some challenging times overall, much miscommunication, because others are listening through the whole message. There is a lot of emotional swirling that distracts. And then, as I said that, they continued. I kept hearing, or I kept getting the continued message. The weekend energy report that I did for May 31st, 2024, he said, this is a very important message. It's worth going back and listening to that as part of this whole message. So I'm not going to read that transmission. I'm going to ask you to go to the May 31, 2024 weekend energy report. Listen to that as part of the message for the month of June, which I thought was really interesting. I did go back and listen, reread the May 31st transmission. What I got from it, I re-looked at it, and what I got from that weekend energy, which was just yesterday, first of all, the highlights that came to me were, number one, it sounds like June sets things into motion, whatever the motion is, whatever it is, things are set into motion in the month of June. So a lot's going to be happening. Since this Astro Oracle report, I'm highlighting or kind of focusing on money, career, romance, relationships, cleansing, I'm sorry, not cleansing, but happiness. What makes us most happy? Those are the things that I'm thinking are going to, whatever we want, things will be set in motion in June. So it's a very critical month. June is a really important month. The Weekend Energy Report also said this year is a cause and effect year. Excuse me. The lessons, and that lessons keep repeating and repeating, but we need to learn from these things and stop the repeating. So remember, we need to learn from what keeps getting repeated. If it's in our own personal life, if it's in the political stage, if it's in the global stage, whatever it is, if it's in your town, if it's in your friends, if it's within school, if it's in your own relationship, your romantic relationship, your personal relationships, your business relationships. If things keep repeating and repeating, that is a lesson you need to learn. So keep that in mind. And Universal Energy also said, they said, this is, I said, what, or they said, what is the learning? The learning is letting go and take action, trust, release yourself from the grip of dominance and control and the attitude of I can't be bothered towards get moving. That's what they said. When I said, as I was writing this, universe added after, and the get out of the grip of dominance and control and the attitude of I can't be bothered. They just added, it doesn't affect me, so it doesn't matter. Got to get out of that, that mindset. They also said, number 3, that good is building. Number 4, these are just highlights from the Weekend Energy. We are in a pattern of once in a lifetime opportunities, and we cannot squander that. We have time, but we cannot squander that time. Then they added, meaning don't get mired in self-pity. Don't get mired in self-doubt. Don't get mired in negative talk, in fear, in drama, and in chaos. Don't get mired in that negativity. Stay above it. Do your best to stay above it. Okay, so that's it as far as my thoughts, or when I went back and read the Weekend Energy Report. I'm really sorry about my scratchy throat. So now I'm gonna do the Astro Oracle report, overall report for the month of June 2024. I'm going to use some cards. And let's see what we can find out about the month of June of 2024. Again, we will be looking at the underlying energy, the overall message. We're going to give you some idea about the energies, about money and career, about relationships and romance, and where we'll be able to find most happiness, or what is most important for us to know. This is for all signs, just a general reading. It's an overall message for the collective. It is an overall message, so take what resonates with you as your message and leave what doesn't resonate with you for others. And then after this video, I will do each individual sign. So stay tuned for those. But this is the underlying, or this is the overall all signs message for June 2024. This is the underlying energy that we can start expecting. There is a lot of dominance, a lot of detail that we will want to pay attention to. The five cards fell out, so I'm just going to look at those. Okay, this is the message I'm receiving. There is a necessity for each one of us to be in a firm position of what it is that we know and believe. This is the underlying energy. It's going to be difficult to maneuver through the month. It's going to be emotional, even though good things are happening. At a certain point, a major group of humanity will believe they are left out in the cold. They believe they have been left out in the cold. They believe that nobody understands them. It's a very difficult position. You are being reminded that you are protected, that you will find enjoyment. You will find enjoyment in the discontent, because the enjoyment is that you see a way out. You see a way out of your predicament. And you will find enjoyment in everyday life. In everyday life. That's the underlying energy. So the overall message that we have today, let's see. Just stay focused in and not distracted by the things that are only put forward to distract and not to help humanity advance on their spiritual path. That's kind of interesting. Let's see, this is the overall message for all signs for the month of June of 2024. Let's see what we have here. The first card. This is transmission I'm receiving for the overall message. Your month will be like fire and water. It will bubble up. The fire will be put out. About 10 cards fell out. I'm just going to put them back in. You start out the month being as in a fiery state of mind, a fiery state of being, and water is put on so that nothing happens. Everything keeps getting squelched. All things that you try to do get squelched. Nothing is ever allowed. For the month of June, things are not allowed to boil over. A bunch of cards just fell out. So here's what's happening. I think that this is a tarot deck. It seems like every single major arcana card just flew out. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right in front of me. 10 major arcana cards. This month is going to be very, very intense. Everything from awakening to empowerment to unifying to getting the things that you want are all laid out in front of me. The Magician, the Awakening, the High Priest, the Wheel of Fortune, everything is out here in front of me. I'm going to try to get a picture of this and put it on the screen. This month of June of 2024 is going to be extremely challenging because humanity wants change. Humanity wants change, and water keeps being thrown at them for them to stop going in the direction that they want to. So I'm being told right now is stay grounded. The overall message for the month is it's going to be challenging. There's going to be the want to do something, but water's going to be thrown on everything that humanity wants that the general public, the general humanity in your own life, you want certain things to happen, and water keeps getting thrown at you, cooling it off, stopping the motion. The first few cards that came out was you are left out in the cold. And therefore, you, that's what you feel like. You're passionate, you want things to happen, and then water gets thrown at you. So stay grounded. The final message of the overall message is stay grounded. Stay grounded in what it is that you want, what it is that you know, and that stay grounded that you want peace and prosperity. I mean, simple, but stay grounded. Okay. That's pretty powerful. Huh. Woo-wee. All of those major arcana cards just flew out from that for the overall message. All right, so now let's look at for the overall message. Let's look at money and career for overall for everybody. What is the overall money and career status for us to know about? Let's see. Okay. Some of the things that you have been, some of the things that are around you. This is the money career segment of this reading. Some of the things that you have been, that are around you, if it's the people that you work with, if it's the money that you're expecting, if it's a job that you're wanting to come towards you, if you're wanting a promotion, those kind of things, money and career, what's that look like? Something within the money and career segment of your life is changing. Something is going away. If you want more money, the sense of poverty is leaving and abundance is coming. If you have been hoping for a change in your job, that job could be leaving and you could be getting a new job. You could be changing. Something in the area of money and career is changing. Something leaves and something is replaced with in the money and career sector of your life. If you have been hoping for a new job, that opportunity may disappear, but a new opportunity comes. You are to, in this process of something leaving, somebody in your office leaves, someone that you were hoping that you didn't have to work with leaves, or you leave, something exits. It's replaced by opportunity and windfall. It's the carrot card from the tea leaf. The respect that you have been wanting from your work, the respect that you have been hoping for, is going to be honored. As you move through the month, you will be shown the way. And even though there's some difficulties in everything that's going on, even though there are some difficulties, you will have victory in the money and career sector of your life. So what is it that I'm saying this? What is it that you want? What do you want? Because even though it's going to be tough, even though there's going to be some difficulties, even though major things are happening, even though major things might change, you will be victorious. You will be victorious in your money and career sector. Okay, let's see. That's all I'm getting from that. Now, the next sector is relationships and romance. How is that looking for just the overall energy for the month of June of 2024? Okay. Relationships and romance. The things that you're hoping for in romance and in relationships, clarity is going to come from in this month. Clarity about your romantic relationships, clarity about your relationships with other people, with yourself, that is being revealed. You're going to find out what you want, find out where you are, find out what they think, find out the true aspects of the relationships in your life. So just beware of that. But you tell your story. Don't forget that you tell your story. Everything happens. Because you know what you want. You can't just be willy-nilly about your relationships or your romantic relationships in your life. And because once it starts activating, once the relationships in your life start to activate, where you are really finding out what is happening in your relationships, finding out really what the other person's position is, really what kind of relationship do you really have? It's your life. It affects you directly. Everything that goes on in relationships all over the place, every type of relationship, it affects you. In this month of June of 2024, you will be feeling that a great deal. You will feel not only the relationship of your immediate area and within yourself, you will also feel the relationship you have with universe, with the galactic energy. You will know that. You will start to feel that energy coming to you. So it's not just local. It's not just your immediate family. It's not just your work. It's the world. It's the world. It's universal energy and how your relationship is with that. Not just people, but also with universe. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. That was relationship and romance. And remember, this is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, then I will be doing individual signs as soon as I can get them done. This next section is what will bring us the most happiness? What will bring us the most happiness, or what do we need to know most? This is the message I'm receiving. The individual quest that you are on is very important, and you must have passion for your own path, for your own mission, for your own determination of what it is that you are walking towards. A peaceful heart is very important, and peacefulness brings happiness. Most of this month of June, within the happiness and or what you need to know most of it has to do with you doing it by yourself. You will not be called, find passion or be drawn towards groups to help you find your happiness or find your what is going to be driving you. Each of you within the month of June of 2024 will be trekking this path by yourself, because the month is not about partnerships. It's about you reflecting what it is that you want most. And you can't ask anybody else what that is. You can ask others what that is, but ultimately you as an individual need to determine what makes you happy, what it is that drives you, what it is that brings you passion. You have to determine that within your own self. From that reflection, from going in, deciding what it is, discovering what it is that you want most, the peace settles in your heart and your soul. And from that, you gain abundance, you gain financial stability, you gain knowing what your passion is, you gain knowing what your next steps along your path are. It's a very brilliant month. It will be difficult. It will be, you will be on your own. That doesn't mean you restrict yourself from people or other community or other events. It means that you will be solitary in your interior discovery of what it is, how you move forward, what it brings you the passion, brings you happiness, and what your next steps are along your journey. That's it. That's it as far as that message is concerned. That was the what will bring you most happiness. That is it for the overall message. Nothing else is coming to me right now. I would like to tell you, please have a great month of June. Remember that it's not going to, there's possibilities that it's going to be difficult. It can also be also powerful with all those major arcana cards from that one deck. It is telling us, be ready. That's just the words I just heard is be ready. Take your time. You will be victorious. Everything lines up. It truly is. The month of June truly sounds like it will be the start of a lot of things. Make it good. Make it good. Know what you want. Make it good. That's it. That's it for the overall Astro Oracle report for the month of June of 2024. Have a great month. And please stay tuned because there is a lot more to come. And I will be doing individual signs as soon as I get them done. Have a great month.